go back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady. Hey, kill.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. So after the run by Kamara, now another first and 10.
Watch twitch. Watch the twitch.
Check.
He's coming. We got double up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A gain of 3, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Check. Check, hey, Delta.
From the 44, Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he finds Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, exit.
Mike's 59. Here we go, T. Here I come.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Breeze now on first down. Gets it to his running back, Cannon. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Ready.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Kill.
Mike, check. 59.
Easy, opposite. Recon, 132 fighter.
You got tape.
Hey, easy. 21. Go.
Snap comes at 1, and now Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That backs them up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Kill.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Right there in the middle. 55. Nice, sweetheart.
21. Here we go.
This is Jerick McKinnon, who missed the entire 2018 campaign. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a 1st down.
Here we go. Like 80.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180. 11.
On 1st down, McKinnon again. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Here we go.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis, 84 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful 1st quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The 1st quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they've ramped things up just a little bit to start the 2nd quarter.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put... And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Oh, here we go. Oh. 59.
Bravo.
Check. 59. Let's go, Tap.
Here we go. 02.
59. Mike's 59.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
14. Saints, nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy. Of the 30.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. And he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Right there, 56. You better bring it. You better bring it.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. He's going to go up top for the... And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Well, that didn't take long, but turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know,
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 6th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. Actually, I remember that game, December, against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards, did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This is taken at about the 14. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't. A breakaway from Michael Thomas. 30, 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. DeForest Buckner picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working.
And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Teddy Bridgewater with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Wide, get wide.
Pilot, 64, weak.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, here we go.
Let's go, defense.
11.
Let's go, defense.
Hey, wahoo.
55 mark, guys.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
4 down, 4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down.
Check.
Final play of the half, Bridgewater. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Give me some. Here we go.
From the 30 on second down, Garoppolo. He's going to float this one. It's caught inside the 25.
Here we go.
A big play there for the Niners. And even 50 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of...
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
A gain of 5.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
2nd and 5 now. Bridgewater looking sideline, incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Here we go.
56, Mike 56, right there, 56.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Check it. Mike is picking up.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater throwing the out route and complete. That's Thomas. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Watch 7. Watch 7. Mike.
Bridgewater now from the 50. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Mike 5.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Open man is Michael Thomas. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Throwing is Bridgewater, letting one go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll get this down only to the 18. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take the ball the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Cameron Jordan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football.
And the pressure gets to him again. William Hayes, the pride of Winston-Salem State, coming in to drop him.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Garoppolo on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
12.
Hey, Haywood.
Right there, 56.
11.
Second down, McKinnon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Completes it to Samuel. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. And some space here. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Niners 42, Saints 14. Robbie Gould set to kick
After the
off.
touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And all the way down to the 35. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And a short gain down to about the 33. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Again, it's Kamara.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. D Ford racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Here we go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They run it with McKinnon, and he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo
exactly.
going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, 2nd best in the league, and they'll try it here. Off to Thomas on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Check the
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. 23 yards on the play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. To the air again with Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now McKinnon. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Niners, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, it's just their 3rd loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces This is from myself, for the genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish these well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills, they can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat black men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they believe me.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And a fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Work and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round here, I make a joke. Everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh?
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, pull on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, pull on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, pull on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, pull on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money, but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I told no wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, Just for the that haters, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savings, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause I on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. I see the wrist, I see the wrist, I see the wrist, I see the wrist, I see the wrist.
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey got choked long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey spent about 10 on my fit, X slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
Watch out, I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. I see the wrist, I see the wrist, I see the wrist, I see the wrist, I see the wrist. On the wrist, all in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all in the wrist, I never switch.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off.
trying to go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. Jarvis Landry. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 73 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Push him back. Lock in. Here we go. Watch the pass.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And now it's 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Trubisky will throw. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
On first down, Trubisky. On the right side, this is Miller. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the open drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards, a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, saying, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tummy.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Now Trubisky on first down. He's going to float this. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 55 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Mayfield finding Beckham, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Mayfield now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Mayfield. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very...
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Landry, the intended target.
Well, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, the first round, it was pretty defensively minded, but there were 3 quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray first, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th. Of those guys, they've looked pretty good.
I agree with you, Brandon. When you talk about those 3 quarterbacks, and you're right, the rest of the draft, we're talking about big linemen, right? We're talking about defensive players, not a lot of skilled players in the first round. But let's take the quarterback.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, 79 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Mayfield with it once more. Over the middle to Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 48 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. He's got it at the 15. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw, Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Browns.
Mayfield now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Hey, Charlie!
third down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Check 25.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Intended for Taylor Gabriel. It's 2nd down and 10.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, they scared. 6-6, pull it high.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50, past the 20. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 67 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the carry, it's Davis. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Again, it's Davis. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Mike Davis, his second touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 82 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them one closer. Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Fighting through it, he's got space. The 40, he's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. He goes 105 yards on the kick return as the Bears push further out in front. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, you know, this guy, he's a threat to be a 1,000-yard runner and a 1,000-yard receiver, as is Kamara. So this is going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to see those guys do their thing, but there are plenty of other guys out there, too. If Zeke comes along, you got to take him. Melvin Gordon, if they both come to camp, we'll see how that works out. How about Todd Gurley and his health? Because, boy, when he touches the ball, great things usually happen.
And then wondering, someone like Le'Veon Bell took the year off, now a new offense. But if he starts going like he used to, he's obviously going to be a good one.
Fresh legs is what you're counting on with Le'Veon Bell and a fresh start in New York with the Jets. And if you're looking for an exciting rookie, remember this. Kyler Murray's going to get the ball from the first snap, and they're going to leave him in there throughout. And as long as he stays healthy, he's going to pitch it around the park a bunch. Don't be surprised if he gets a little love, too.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check 24. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
And again, it's Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. He was looking for Landry that time.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
First down, a run with Cohen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 38, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. That's Cohen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Trubisky now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller with his second touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
180!
It's our time. It's our time.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. That is caught at the 7. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
Browns 21. Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. On 1st and 10, Mayfield.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Here we go.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdote.
Now Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down now. It's Cohen. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. The 20, 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
but
one of our guys.
She's singing too.
Oh, she's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down.
Coming this way. Here we go. Up. Let's go.
First down, Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The ¡1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Hey, alert 3. Say. Check. Crunch. Check 3. Watch. Hey, alert. Watch the ship. Alert 3.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Now Callaway on the return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it? Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Check 9. Alert.
One last shot from Mayfield here. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Or log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.
Oh, damn!